Hey guys, welcome to another girl chat video. Before we get started, I have a quick little announcement that I wanted to share, and that's that I made a Google form for our girl chats, and this is pretty much a way for you guys to submit any like scenarios, topics, questions, or anything that you want to talk about in my girl chats and you want to hear my 2 cents or advice about it. Then that's the place where you can go. The whole point of my YouTube channel, and like honestly the girl talks specifically, is that I do want it to be very interactive, and I feel like Google Forms is a good anonymous way for anybody to submit whatever they want, honestly. I know that a lot of people, they have like situations or problems that they want to share with other people, but maybe they don't have someone in their life that they can trust where they can seek actual advice. So I thought this would be a nice unbiased way for you to share whatever you're going through or topics that I haven't touched on and you want me to talk about. I feel like that's a good place for you guys to share and I can just answer them. I do want to have a quick disclaimer that I'm not like a therapist or a mental health professional or anything like that, so I will not be answering like every single thing that I see on there. Like if I do not feel like I'm fully equipped to answer, especially if it's like some like really heavy things, like I don't want to cause more damage than good if I'm not the best person for that. And I don't want to come on here and act like just because I'm on camera that I know everything. I don't. You do not have to feel obligated to take my advice. I'm a very opinionated girl, so like if you just want to share friendship, relationship, job, womanhood, anything like that, and you want to know my thoughts on it, and like I won't know who you are, nobody online will know who you are, so then you can just go ahead and submit as many as you would like. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna structure it. If it's like a long situation that you have, we might dedicate a whole video to it. If it's just like a few questions or something, I might just continue with my girl talks like this and just add it to like a Q&A section at the end of the video. A lot of times people don't feel comfortable leaving comments at the end of videos if they want to like ask something, so I just thought that this would be a really good place to do so. The only thing that I do have on the form is like I would like to know your age, just because I feel like, I don't know, someone who's 15 versus someone who's like 30, they're in different stages of their lives, they have different resources to do different things. So that's the only really thing that I care to know in these forums, is just so I can like give advice that's probably more appropriate to age. But yeah, I just thought that would be fun, and hopefully by our next girl chat then we can go ahead and talk about like real life scenarios. But like I said, I'm definitely not a professional in any way, and I am just a girl with opinions. So if you just want to hear someone else's take on a situation or a general topic you wanted me to talk about, then go ahead and leave it in the form. It's going to be in the description. I'm going to try to remember to put it in all my description boxes. I just wanted to go ahead and say that really quickly, but let's go ahead and get into today's topic. Honestly, I feel like this topic revolves around a little bit of a lot of things, but it all comes down to whether you're consciously or subconsciously caring more about other people on social media or just people you don't know in general more than our own lives. And I'm pretty much talking from my own experiences, honestly. When I was a kid, before YouTube, before Instagram, social media, and all that stuff, I had hobbies on hobbies. I was into art, I was into crafts, I was into reading, I was into writing, I would play outside, I would do all of that stuff. The only screen I had was like TV, and for the most part, unless it was like a Friday night and we got new episodes of That's So Raven and Hannah Montana, maybe High School Musical 2 just came out, like I was not really watching TV all that much, besides maybe on weekends. But I just had so many other things that I honestly cared to do. You know, this new age, I got sucked in like many of us and just gave up the things that made me happy for instant gratification and watching other people do things. Like during middle school, high school, a little bit of college, I was just really consuming nonstop. And it got to the point where like all my hobbies that I used to do, down the drain. I did not know what I like to do anymore. I don't even know if I knew who I was anymore, because all I knew was who I like to watch. And because I'm such an introvert and a homebody, I can spend days, guys, at home. And I don't feel like that's necessarily even a bad thing, but I do think it's bad when all I'm doing is like consuming other people's content, watching people's vlogs, seeing the vacations they're going on, seeing them do all these like amazing things, and I'm not even like investing in myself and doing anything for myself. And I remember specifically having this conversation with my sister, and we were like, why are we doing this? Like all we do is watch the YouTubers we like. I don't know what you guys' form of social media that you prefer the most is, but for me it was YouTube. I would be binge watching, and like obviously they can't keep making YouTube videos all the time, so once I finished watching everybody that I liked, I would be like, what the hell am I supposed to do now? Like I literally did not have anything else to do if I'm not watching other people do things. And like I live in Florida, so we get hurricanes all the time, right? And I remember like anytime the power would get knocked out from a hurricane and we wouldn't have power for a day or more, everyone's miserable. It's like, what the heck do we do? It's like a humbling experience being like, what is there left to do when there's no internet? And you're really forced to like think about yourself and the decisions you made. And honestly, that's why I really love the whole idea of like romanticizing your life and all that. Like, I'm so glad that that became a thing, because it's not that these people have better lives than us. They could be miserable, you know what I mean? But just because of editing and the way that they make things look so nice, it's like, wow, their life is amazing. And once we started like talking about like romanticizing our own life, I feel like it helped a lot of people, definitely me, be like, yo, my life is just as great. I don't even know if I can even say their life is great because I don't know them, and I'm not gonna like act like I do and pretend that I do just because I watch a few of their videos. I feel like in the last 4 or 5 years, like I really was like, yo, let me stop this. And I feel like now I'm at the point where I put so much into my hobbies and myself that like I don't really care as much. And I like, of course I watch YouTube videos, right? But like I just have a lot of days where I just don't watch YouTube videos because I am doing all these other things and living my own life. Isn't that crazy? Like, living your own life, like, can you imagine? I know for sure that this isn't just me, but hopefully this can resonate with somebody else, because when I say, guys, that like I would just be watching other people doing honestly simple things, like literally even in vlogs, like I can't even say that it's like amazing. Like, yeah, some of them are like traveling and doing cool stuff, also some of them are just doing dishes, you know what I mean? But it's almost like even them doing dishes, it's like, wow, like the way they're doing the dishes, like it's not that deep. And I definitely do not think that there's anything wrong with watching YouTube videos and vlogs and all these things, but when it's like on the top of our priority list, when we care to watch our favorite YouTubers more than we care to do things for our own self, then I feel like that's like a huge problem. And like it took me a long time to recognize that, because it was a lot like really just subconscious. Like I literally was like, they are the main character and I'm just watching, and I did not feel any type of like self-fulfillment. I didn't feel like I really did anything. All I did was go to school and watch videos, and I'm just so glad that that's not my life anymore. Not only is just like a waste of time, but it's like, imagine being the side character in your own life, you know what I mean? Isn't that wild? And like this is honestly the biggest reason why I feel like hobbies are going extinct for a lot of people, and it's just really like sad and sucky because it will snatch you before you even realize it's happening. So I thought I would just go ahead and share a few things that I did to get better. I'm definitely not perfect, but I am so much better, thankfully, than how I used to be. And honestly, I feel like it overall helped a lot with my confidence, which I guess we can get into that a little bit as well. But like I said before, I was really into art, reading, crafts, writing, and all the shebang. And I feel like especially during like COVID 2020, I was like very self-aware of how much time I was spending online. I remember I decided to start embroidering, and I never did embroidering before, but I just knew that it was something I was gonna like. I even told my sister before I even bought the supplies, I was like, I'm gonna be good at this. And girl, I was. I literally decided to start selling embroidered things on Depop. It became something that I feel like kind of ignited my hobbies again. I pretty much talked about it with all my friends because I just loved doing it. It's like I almost forgot the feeling of making things with my hands. And I just felt really proud to, I don't know, do something. And then I also started my YouTube channel like a year and a half ago now. That was also a really fun way to romanticize my own life, because I can edit however I want to make my life look more exciting to me, at least. Not even that I really make my videos look all that crazy, but like it was just a nice hobby for me to like be like, I'm gonna make my own YouTube videos. And I feel like a lot of people who watch YouTube videos probably want to also make their own YouTube channel, and I've been wanting to forever, so I just decided to do it. And that was something that became one of my top hobbies as well. Then of course, reading. I feel like you guys saw my journey with reading. I started like, I think a year ago, where I really started like reading again. It just sparked my joy and made me interested in getting back into writing. I don't have really any plans to like do anything crazy, but it just really showed how dormant the things that I wanted to do was. And I feel like because I was, and I still am, doing so many things, it made me realize, one, how many hours are in a day. Like I have so many things that I like doing. It can be overwhelming sometimes being like, okay, I got things I gotta do, but then at the same time, I love that like I'm spending more hours doing the things that I want. My screen time, guys, went down so much because of the hobbies I'm doing. I feel like my confidence have just increased because of how much I don't care anymore about watching watching other people. I realized I was just watching things just for the sake of watching things, and it wasn't even of any substance. It didn't even make me laugh or anything, you know what I mean? So I just felt like, because I'm not looking at anybody but myself, my confidence went up. I'm not gonna say I only care about myself, but like, I care more about myself than I care about anybody else online. And like, I probably would have said that a couple years back, but then like subconsciously, I don't think I would have felt it, because if I did care more about myself, then why am I not doing things for me? Why am I not doing hobbies that make me feel happy? Why am I not spending time with people? Why am I not literally doing anything else besides watching somebody in a different state, country, whatever, that doesn't even know me? Like, why am I spending so much time with them? And at the end of the day, I feel like as much as we like to act like we know these YouTubers and how much they say that they love us and all that stuff, they don't know us. Let's stop acting like they do. Let's stop giving so much to them without giving us not even the same amount. It's pretty funny how I'm saying this, because I'm literally making YouTube videos and I want you to watch this, but I don't want to add to mindless binging or like losing track of time from my videos, or not investing in their own self because of my videos. You know what I mean? Like, hopefully if this was a video that you just happened to come across and you're just kind of like, oh shoot, I wasn't expecting to get a lesson today, but dang, like, hopefully that's one of the moments you get right now, because I feel like it's so important to just spend time with yourself now. I don't know, I'm not trying to get dark or nothing, but like, you know, like, it's better to spend time with yourself now. That's all I'm saying. And it's funny because the amount of times I like rediscover people that I completely forgot existed is hilarious. Like, people I even watched like last year, 3, 5, 10 years ago, but the amount of time I spent binging their videos, I could have been learning a new talent. I could have known an instrument. I could have done so many things, you know what I mean? I guess to just say that like these people are fleeting, but like, you're not until you do. So spend time with you now. Honestly, I feel like that's just the gist of what I wanted to say. Hopefully, if you guys don't have hobbies that revolve outside of social media, this inspired you to get one. I don't know. I guess I'm low-key saying get a life. Dang, because I really did not have a life. Moral of the story, get a life. That's like for real though. Like, how much value are you really getting from social media unless it's like benefiting yourself? I'm also not trying to say that like you need to only be like consuming important content and you can't be mindlessly scrolling or watching things sometimes. Why would I say that? But it's just like, if that's all you do, that's it, then guys, something's not working. I gotta get it to work. I think that's it. I would not be surprised if I talk about this again at some point, but I just feel like, I don't know, getting a hobby, getting a life, worrying more about yourself, caring more about yourself. Stop caring about all these people online that you don't know. I just feel like it's not a crazy concept, but like, I feel like if we don't hear it, it's almost like, dang, I didn't even realize I was doing it. And it's like, dang, like, what the heck? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope to hear from you in the Google form. Do not forget to submit any questions, situations you're in, topics you want to talk about, anything like that into the form. I will be sure, well, if it's something that's in my scope of understanding or something that I can give 2 cents about, then I'll go ahead and talk about it, hopefully in the next video, if not following videos after that. But other than that, I will see you guys in my next video and hopefully in the next girl chat as well. Bye.